Okay, it's time to do some awards. We get to choose who gets Game Awards. It's gonna be great. So let's do some voting. What do we think games deserve nowadays? What do we think games deserve nowadays? Let's have a little look at what we can vote for. What can we vote for? So, best esports. Okay, so we got Counter-Strike 2, we got League of Legends, Dota 2, Valorant, Street Fighter, and Rocket League. Okay, so there's only one game that I ever watch out of these games. I know Counter-Strike 2 is very popular. League of Legends, also very popular. Dota 2, as far as I'm aware, is popular. Same for the others. Rocket League. I love I love watching Rocket League. It's so much fun. The games are shorter, so my attention span isn't just lost when I'm watching it. Sometimes in some games, you can be like, especially League of Legends, you're like hyped for a team. If they're going to lose, you already know it. Let's face it. League of Legends, there's a lot of people that love it as an esport, but people who love League of Legends don't play any other game. They just don't. Whereas Rocket League, you can love watching Rocket League and still be a part of other gaming communities. Counter-Strike 2, people who play Counter-Strike 2 esports-wise are like machines. They might as well be AI. They're just so good, so you can't really compete with them. you can't even be motivated by them. They're literal robots. They can click heads. That's their massive skill. But anyway, that's best esports. Next up, best mobile game. Now, out of all of these 4 games, the only game I've really heard about, is Monster Hunter Now and Honkai Star Rail. Hello Kitty Island Adventure, maybe good, I don't know. Same for Warcraft Rumble, I don't really know. But the game that I hear about all the time, and it may be because I listen to the Steak and Eggs podcast, so all I hear is Tectone talk about Honkai Star Rail non-stop. I mean, it's got to be the best mobile game, surely. Next up, we have best music. So, did the loot from Baldur's Gate steal your heart? Did Final Fantasy make a fantastical soundtrack? I don't know. Hi-Fi Rush, rushing up the hi-fis, and Zelda. I know Zelda's got a great soundtrack, but Baldur's Gate, I feel like most of my votes are going to be Baldur's Gate at this rate. Everything about the game is just a near 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 to 10 out of 10. There's probably going to be some haters in the comment that don't like the fact that I just said that. I said it was a 9 and not a 10. But you know, always room for improvement. I'm not even going to say that. I'm going to edit that out. So yeah, Baldur's Gate is best music. Best narrative. Okay, so Baldur's Gate, obviously an incredible narrative. Narrative, went a bit Australian there. Got the, so Baldur's Gate, we got Cyberpunk. Now, Cyberpunk, I'm already leaning to for the best narrative. What is it? Why can't I say that word? I can say absolutely everything. I can't say absolute either. I'm useless. How am I ever going to be able to... I can't even finish a sentence. What is wrong with me? What is wrong? Okay, so starting again. We got Baldur's Gate, we got Cyberpunk, got Alan Wake, Final Fantasy, Slay the Princess. I've never heard of this game. And Spider-Man 2, the best one. I think that's got the best narrative out of here. It's got to be Cyberpunk. As much as Baldur's Gate is great, Alan Wake I haven't played, but I'm sure is good. I can't go to Cyberpunk. Have you ever seen the 2 comparisons of Cyberpunk next to Starfield, where the storyline is pretty much the exact same? I think they're getting a briefcase of some kind off some person, and I was so bored watching the Starfield. I was like, And then the comparison between that and Cyberpunk, which is an older game, which Cyberpunk flopped at launch. It was the recovery they've done for Cyberpunk. They've won it. They've won it right there. Let's go for best art direction. Now we got Final Fantasy, we've got Baldur's Gate, we've got Hogwarts, we've got Lies of P, Resident Evil 4, and Alan Wake 2. I'm gonna have to go for Alan Wake. Alan Wake's got it. The art direction for Alan Wake is nice. They got a great vibe, bit spooky, and I'm not really a man for horror games, I'll be honest, but Alan Wake has got a place in my heart, just in general. Right, next up we have the best speedrunning game. Which game is best for running real fast? Getting the job done. I'm going to go with, out of these 4 options, see, Minecraft. I like Minecraft. It's one of my favorite games. The speed running, it feels a little bit like, where's the best seed? You have to do a load of research and all this other stuff just to try and complete the game, whereas other games, you literally just get stuck in, and how good you are comes from not your knowledge of what seed is best, but like what is the best way of actually playing the game. I feel like that kind of outrules Minecraft a little bit for the best speedrunning game, despite it being a favorite of a lot of people. Only Up had a good phase. There was a time when everybody was just playing Only Up, and it was great. So I can't vote for any up though. Not knowing that how Super Mario 64 has literally had, I think it was Super Mario 64, it recently, someone beat a record that was set by AI. That was apparently not even possible for humans to do. Someone did it. How? How can someone do this? Out of all of the things that humans are great at, beating robots at, Super Mario 64 speedrunning? How? So Super Mario 64, you've got my vote, mainly for the guy that just beat that record. It was incredible. I think it was, this is where it turns out to be another Mario game, and I've just given a speedrunning game to someone undeserving, but there we go. I mean, Legend of Zelda, also another great game. Yet to be played, but I have watched streams of it. I'm gonna stick with Super Mario 64. Most addictive. What is the most addictive game out of all of these? Now, Baldur's Gate, very, very great game. I play this all the time. However, I'm not addicted to it. I can take breaks. I can go to other games. I don't need to be playing it 24/7. So Baldur's Gate, unfortunately, isn't the most addictive. WoW Classic, I would say is quite addictive, right up to the point where you die. Right up to the point where you lose everything. And then it's not addictive anymore. Then it's like, well, I give up. Why do I bother? So WoW Classic is an X. Dark and Darker, I don't actually know much about this game, if anything at all. So I can't vote for them just out of that alone. Honkai Star Rail, that's just gambling. It's definitely an addictive game, I'll give you that. But you pretty much it's just a loot box thing with anime girls. And me even saying that, I do want to play it, but I'd lose too much money. So I can't vote Honkai Star Rail just yet. Maybe one day, if I ever actually win the lottery, I might give it a go. But until then, unfortunately, it's not the most addictive choice. Holocure, it is good. I've seen friends play it, but I don't see friends playing it all the time. Whereas League of Legends, I have lost friends for years on end. They just disappear. You're playing your games, you're like, hey, do you want to come play this game? Do you want to come to Discord, just talk? Nah, I'm playing League of Legends. Can't be socializing with that outside of this community. No. Maybe it's just me and everyone else, but no. League of Legends definitely takes souls away. And the thing is, with League of Legends, when you're playing it, people don't play any other game anymore. It becomes like a soul thing. You go onto your gaming PC just to play League of Legends. You don't play it. You don't play anything else. So I'm afraid most addictive has got to be League of Legends. Now, best community. So we've got Baldur's Gate, which is effectively the D&D community, and they are lovely. They are such nice people. I've been to a D&D game recently where the Dungeon Master was given maps by some random guy on a forum online. He was just like, yeah, I'll send you some maps. Don't worry about payment. I'll just send you it. Who does that? Who? So nice. Final Fantasy Online, I don't actually know much about their community, so I can't really vote on that. WoW Classic, now, these people, they just want to see you die. They want to get you to level 50, level 60, and then they'll see you die. So no, WoW Classic is not the best community. Well, to be fair, they might be more nicer than I'm giving them credit for, but that's how I know them, and they're not going to beat that. Now, we've got Warframe. That game has been going on forever, and I don't actually know much about them either. I played the game for about a week when it first came out. It seemed alright. Deep Rock Galactic, they are lovely people. But again, don't play it enough. And Dark and Dark, I don't really know. So the actual best community that I'm going to have to give a vote to is Baldur's Gate. Da, 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 da. Next up, we have Game of the Year. This is the game. This is probably the top spot in Game Awards. Game of the Year. Now we've got Baldur's Gate. Jeez. I think this alone has shown so many other game companies how to make games. Well, shown them that they can make games. I don't even know what to say about this. Now, Game of the Year. Out of all of these choices, these are all incredible games. Baldur's Gate, it can't not take the award for this. This is an indie game company that came out and showed everybody how to make a full product. Like a brilliant game. So Baldur's Gate has got it for that. Games that changed games. Here on the right hand side, we got Baldur's Gate again. As much as Baldur's Gate has changed gaming, it also has kind of torn developers a little bit, because as they can make the games that they want, I don't know. I don't think they're going to follow. They're not going to do the same thing as Baldur's Gate because there's no money there. They'd rather make a Honkai Star Rail, earn a load of money from what's that? What is it? There's a mount in one of these games. I can't remember what game it is, but they ended up selling a mount and it made more money than StarCraft 2. Legitimately. Like, they made more money from a skin for a horse than an entire game. So there's no way that people are going to be following Baldur's Gate in that kind of regard. There's just too much money. There's too much money to be made, and they can't just throw it away just to make an actual artistic masterpiece. Now, BattleBit, this game showed you that it doesn't need to be graphical in order to play a great game. As long as the game is good, it doesn't matter if they're just a load of pixels. BattleBit showed that. Dark Darker, again, I don't know what this is. I'm actually going to have to look it up because it seems to be on a lot of award nominations. Armored Core, I absolutely loved watching the streams of Armored Core. Honkai Star Rail, I actually would say that they probably did change games, and I don't know if it's for the better. I think Honkai Star Rail has probably changed the game. They've got the characters on point. They're able to market it in the best way possible. They pretty much chose the structure of how games should be in the future. They've marketed it and monetized it so damn well that they're making millions upon millions. They're the ones who've really changed the game because they've changed how games are marketed. Now what we got next? We got Gaming Moment of the Year. Okay, this is one of those ones that I think I'm gonna skip. I'm gonna skip the Gaming Moment of the Year, I think. Yep, Baldur's Gate 3. Yeah, not voting. Screw this. I am not going down to this level. Hide it. That didn't happen. All right, let's go for the next awards, shall we? Most anticipated. So we got Final Fantasy Rebirth, we got Squadron 42. See, I've already spotted the game. There is no competition. They don't even need to make a vote for this, for the most anticipated. Grand Theft Auto has been on everyone's mind for 10 years. There's just no way that you can anticipate anything other than Grand Theft Auto right now. So GTA, you've won it. You've won that award. Stream Game of the Year. Ooh. Now, this is a choice. I'm actually going to go with WoW Classic on this because as much as as soon as you die, you lose a character, there was something to be said for watching a character be grinding out a character. There we go. That's what I wanted. So there's something to be said for grinding out a character all the way up to higher levels and you watching the steps that this person has been taking in order to get there. And you know, like streamers, they're charismatic people. They get all the way up. And then when they finally do crack, they do bite the bullet, they do kick the bucket, what other words I can say, the emotional torment that is felt by the entire community is, you can't get that in any other game right now. So WoW Classic, I'm gonna put Stream Game of the Year all the way up there. Now, what do we have here? Content Creator of the Year. Out of all of these, I can already tell you, Kai has won. Okay, the man, he started a riot. He's got to win it. Kai started a riot. He managed to start a riot. If you have to be such an influential content creator to start a riot. So he's got the vote. I do love the others, but you know, I'm afraid Kai's got it. Best indie action. I'm already just going to vote BattleBit. I've had so much fun playing BattleBit that they deserve it. I haven't played some of these other games, I'll be honest. Rotato actually sounds pretty fun, but yeah, BattleBit has got my vote. Now this, best indie action right now, Baldur's Gate. That's an indie game. Can you believe it? That is an indie game. There's no way any other indie company can compete. There just isn't. There's no way. So they got the vote. They shouldn't really be in the category. It feels AAA. It's that kind of quality. So they got the vote. Best indie roguelike. Let's have a look. Got Holocure. See, I don't know most of these games. I played Darkest Dungeon 1 and that was good fun. But also, I did buy a board game from Kickstarter of Darkest Dungeon and they never sent me it because they were trying to charge me more money. I'm not voting for you, Darkest Dungeon. You give me my game. Give me my game, please. Out of all of these, I am going to vote Holocure because, I mean, it's pretty much like Vampire Survivors. Vampire Survivors is great fun. But Holocure, it's just Vampire Survivors with the Hololive team. And who can hate that? That's great. Moving on. Okay, so we have Best Indie RPG. Funny how Baldur's Gate got into Best Indie Adventure, but not into Best Indie RPG. I suppose if they were just literally put into both categories, they would win both. It's rigged! This vote is rigged! Anyway, Best Indie Shooter. I won't vote for any of these in Best Indie RPG, mainly because I haven't played any of them. I mean, Adore actually looks pretty cool. I'll have to give that a proper little look in later. Best Indie Shooter, BattleBit. Not even gonna look at the others, don't need to. BattleBit is taking the biscuit, mate. Next up, Best Indie Strategy. Haven't played any of them, so I will not vote. Lastly, Best Indie Game of the Year. I'm gonna go BattleBit again. They've done well. Oh hell, we've got more. We have more votes. Next up, Best Action. So Best Action, I'm definitely gonna go with Armored Core. Mainly because it's just big robots fighting. It was great fun to watch. I haven't played it myself, but the streams were awesome. So Fires of Rubicon definitely got my vote. Next up, we got Best Adventure. I'm gonna go Boulders. They're gonna win everything. I don't even know why I try. Now, why is Starfield on the list for Best RPG? Todd Howard, you make me sick. No, you don't really. You've made some great games in the past. You just lost your touch. You need to sort it out. I know it's more about the money now, but I saw it. I wanted to buy it. I saw the watch. I was like, ooh. But the game was so bad, if I did buy it, I wouldn't even wear the watch out of shame. Embarrassing. Can't believe you could release a product like that. And you didn't. The thing is, Starfield, Bethesda, you've broken my heart. Out of all the games companies, you broke my heart. From a company that gave us Oblivion and come out and release a game like that. Shame. Oh, yeah, best RPG, Baldur's Gate. Leave it up there. Now, best shooter. See, everyone's going to have their own opinion on this. Fortnite, massive community. Counter-Strike 2, same. Rainbow Six, see, I loved Rainbow Six when it was early days. There was a point where Rainbow Six phased out and it stopped becoming popular, and then it came back again, and that was when I joined in again, and I was playing it non-stop. It was so good. But then they just kept on adding things. They added pink bunny outfits. It's meant to be like a military simulator in a way, and it just killed the immersion. It was just, yeah, it's annoying because I loved that game. I really loved it. I might give it another go at some point. So with Rainbow Six, man, they lost me. However, there is one game that I still play to this day, and I can't not vote for it. It's got to be Apex. Some people may not agree with that. They might be more up the street of Fortnite or Counter-Strike, but Apex Legends definitely won it for me. Now, next up, we have the best strategy. Out of all of these games, I've only played Baldur's Gate, and the only game I want to play is City Skylines 2, but it's not very well optimized, so I want to wait until that's been optimized better to play it. So I'm not actually going to vote for this. I'm gonna leave it as is. But yeah, I think that's the end of the votes. Now, tell me what you think. Do you think I voted well? I think I voted pretty good. Did I vote good? Did I vote good? Could I have voted better? Did I miss out your favorite game? You saw me there. I was just clicking away, and you missed it. Let me know in the comments. Remember to like and subscribe. And if you watched it to the end of the video, thank you. Thank you for watching.